Kara with the bag holder, and we are going to learn a quick tip today. We're going to make mushroom pate, which we are going to use for beef Wellington. So you're going to see two videos, but we're also going to saute mushrooms and take some out to serve with our steak tonight. So I'm going to do this quickly because I know your time is valuable. I've got a tablespoon of butter sitting in here. It's cooking. I've got my stove on medium, and I've already cleaned these mushrooms. I'm using stems too because in a pate it does not matter whatsoever. And these are baby bellas. A tip on mushrooms, do not wash them until you are actually ready to use them, because if you do, when you refrigerate them, they're just going to get slimy and gross. So keep them in your fridge until you're actually ready to serve them, and they'll stay fresh longer. So we've got these in here. What we're going to do now is we are going to add a little bit of garlic. Now, a mushroom pate is strictly garlic, butter, mushrooms, and that's pretty the basic. Now, you can add it up. You can add white wine, red wine, or sherry just to kick up the flavor a little bit. You can add a little salt and pepper. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of garlic, and then I'm going to do about a tablespoon of white wine to cook this, because again, I'm sauteing this. Realistically, if I had red wine, I would use it, but you know what? In my opinion, there's not that much difference if you're just going to use it for flavor on the side. But to saute mushrooms, same thing. You do about a tablespoon or 2 of the wine. Oh, you can. Oh, I love that smell. Oh, heaven. Now, if you didn't want to use wine, you can always use like a beef broth and saute the mushrooms in there, or a vegetable broth, depending on what you're using them for. So we're going to let these cook a little bit. As you know, a watch pot never boils. And then we will move to the next step. Mushrooms are still cooking. We will continue to let them cook a couple more minutes and take out the ones that we are going to serve with our steak, and then continue to cook the ones that we're going to use for our pate. I just wanted you to pop in and see where we were. We are finishing the cooking part of the mushroom pate. We've cooked it for about 15 to 20 minutes. We've added water periodically as it starts to evaporate, and put more so that we can get the mushrooms to a point, and I don't know that you can actually see that, but they're almost mush. I'm actually going to pour them in here, just like this. You can see that they are starting to break down. The goal is that they get mushy and make a pate. And what we're going to do now is, if you have a food processor, go ahead and pop these in a food processor with about a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese, and you've got your mushroom pate. Now, I'm not going to whip out a food processor. I just don't have time, nor do I want to clean it. So I'm going to use this fork and just mash it and add a tablespoon of Parmesan as well and mix it, and then we're going to go over to the Wellington. So I'm going to do that, and I will see you at the Wellington.